Heather du Plessis-Allan.
Okay, I need to get you across this because this is the thing that's developing in politics. Turns out there was a mole in Casey Costello's inner circle. So if you were wondering, look, we are connecting dots here, and I have to be careful about connecting dots because there's no evidence. So let me put it like this, okay? Yesterday, Winston said that there was an official who had been meeting with Casey Costello on the tobacco stuff. And the tobacco stuff kept getting leaked, right? And like all of these things that were supposed to be confidential documents to Casey Costello and her inner circle kept on getting leaked. Now, that official who Winston Peters was talking about, he made the allegation that that person was related to Ayesha Verrall from Labour, who was doing all the running and the hit jobs on Ayesha Verrall, or on Casey Costello for the Labour Party. Now, he wouldn't say who yesterday, and Chippy was like, who is this relative? He wouldn't say. And then Chippy was asked about it, and Chippy was like, it's really no one.
The person I understand is several steps removed, so a distant relative.
A distant relative. Actually, turns out today, Ayesha Verrall's sister-in-law. Come off it, Chippy. Now, would you consider your sister, I mean, like, maybe you don't get on with your sister-in-law. That's a possibility. But do you consider your sister-in-law a distant relative, several steps removed? Probably not. You're living in the same city as them, working in the same area, which is health. Like they are working at the Ministry of Health just over the road, and you're working at Parliament just on this side of the road. Probably not a distant relative, probably not several steps removed. I think Chippy just got busted a little porky there. Anyway, we do not know that this woman was leaking the information that was being leaked. It is a very highly suspicious situation, though. But what has become, there are two things here that are very problematic. The first is, if this woman, being the sister-in-law of the opposition spokesperson on tobacco, is meeting with the minister who's dealing with tobacco, that should have been declared to the minister, right? Because that right there is a problem. The woman apparently did declare the conflict of interest to the Ministry of Health. The Ministry of Health did not tell Casey Costello. They've had to apologise to her for that today. But the second thing is Chippy's porky, right? Chippy has been running all this week trying to stitch together this, just the feel that Andrew Bailey had lied about drinking. That's been his modus operandi this week. He's been punishing Andrew Bailey for the possibility that maybe Andrew Bailey did in fact have one little drink before he went back and talked to the worker at the vineyard, right? Like it's supposed to create the feeling that he told a fib. Meanwhile, Chippy was actually telling an actual straight up and down fib. 17 away from 7.